I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? The No Jumper universe is really the gift that keeps on giving, because over the weekend at Rolling Loud, or the past weekend, people were getting busy. Former No Jumper employee Dejon Paul. So people are unfamiliar with this guy. He's this is who he is. He's on your screen right now. He's a gay dude that also ran Rap Report Card, which was like basically judging rappers mainly in LA and California, and he had a role in No Jumper for quite a while. Quite a while. Maybe it was definitely under a year. I know it was some months. So he had his own role there. He had a podcast. He spent his time there. And then if you guys remember the controversial thing where No Jumper was getting accused of somebody shooting an employee, that whole drama, that was Dejon Paul. So Dejon Paul was alluding to the possibility of him getting shot, potentially suing. So they had a falling out. And since that falling out, Dejon Paul has been on a couple of other podcast networks within LA. I don't know if he's with Figmunity World right now, but he got kicked out of another one. The guy is pure unadulterated content. Now, the people spending time with him, chilling with him, I can understand if they get frustrated. But if you're just watching the guy from the comfort of your own home, you don't know him from a can of paint, he's funny. This guy is entertaining. And he be talking his ish. And him and Flacco have had this long-standing beef where they go at each other. But he had beef with an individual named Rosecrans Vic. So Rosecrans Vic is an employee, he's also a rapper, on Power 106. And he had beef, Dejon Paul. This all started with this music clip. And Adam22 explains how the beef started in an episode of his No Jumper show. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
So can we play the clip? So basically, like, Dejon went at Rosecrans Vic by posting a video of him rapping along to a song saying the N-word. And Rosecrans Vic obviously is Mexican. Typically in LA, black people are not like pressing Mexican people for saying the N-word. It's pretty regular out here. Let's be totally real. Right. But Dejon has chosen to make this part of his campaign. And obviously, like, you know, Rosecrans Vic works for Power 106. He's involved with the radio station and everything like that. So he's automatically going to be a target for the Zesty Gummy Bear, because the Zesty Gummy Bear has a grudge against all of the radio stations in LA and everything like that. Well, we do have the video as well, which I don't feel like we need to play that and risk demonetization because of that, because everybody on Earth has already seen it.
We already know.
If you haven't seen it, head on over to No Jumper LA on Instagram. But
so this is how the beef started. Very good, important context before we get into the fade. So then the fade happens this is before. So then, this goes back to 2023, Dejon Paul tweets out, "I'm so scared. You gonna do exactly what you did when you saw me at Fawcett's event last year. Nothing. But watch me be a star of any room I walk into and have people come up to me and ask for pics and my opinion on their latest music, because I'm far more important than you are." And Big Swift, which is an artist that's working with or underneath Rosecrans Vic, says, "Actually, F all that. Where you at right now? Since I give out passes, I feel like smacking you up right now." Pause on that. Heavy pause on that. He says, yeah, get in line. Y'all say the same ish. I'm wherever weak LA rappers with no potential and no hit songs aren't allowed. That's where I'm at. Go tweet the D-list bloggers. I'm above your pay grade, Lil Swift. I only go back and forth with poppin' artists. Peace emoji. So the fade starts happening. This is at Rolling Loud, and the person he's in the fight with, I believe, is Big Swift. So I'm just going to show you guys a screen capture. We cannot show the video. We do not condone violence here, of course. So Rolling Loud, they pull up and they start getting busy. That's where we see it. So Dejon Paul squabbling up. This is one of the first squabbles that we've seen from LA. Like all these LA guys talking about, oh, we squabble up, oh, run the fade. We haven't seen too many fades. I'm not saying we should, but seeing a gay dude that talks a hella ish running the fade is something surprising. So I was like, okay, is he going to get his ass handed to him? Nah, as you can see, the other guy's on the floor. So he knocks the guy down. I don't know if he clotheslined. It kind of looks like he clotheslined him. You can see the fight on Twitter if you'd like. But he gets him on the ground. One-on-one, and they say West Coast do fades, fair fades, right? Well, apparently it's not so fair, because they jump Dejon Paul after this situation. So somebody comes in with Lionel Messi or a Sui I Show Speed Cristiano Ronaldo head kick on Dejon Paul's head, which is foul, and people are saying that that is Rosecrans Vic. So Dejon Paul would go on to tweet after this happened, and he would be the one that put out his own jumping footage, and he says, "I might be gay, but my hand's straight." And I'm not gonna lie, man, he put the pause on that guy, and he would tweet out, How yo artists get beat up by a gay dude at Rosecrans Vic. Yo little kick was cute though, sis. And he also said like these losers had to jump me. So he was talking his ish. And he was trying to get attention off the situation, which respect, right? Like, man, let's keep it a buck. Dude's a gay dude in hip hop. He's talking crazy. He gets into a fight. He knocks the guy down. It was going to be bad for that guy. Big dude about to hop on you, about to put the beats on you. And then your homies have, I don't know what's worse, the guy getting beat up or them having to jump in to beat Dejon Paul. And then Dejon Paul goes on to talk more ish on Twitter. Says, shouldn't no straight podcasters be turning down fades or running away on camera? If I got out there, ain't no excuse. And this is a fact. Like, can we disagree? Can we disagree? I don't think so. And when he posted this, he said, belt to ass. He posted the video himself. And this guy talks about music a lot, but to be fair, he is controversial, to say the least. And people hate this guy, but he got in there. And also, he explains why he fought, because he had issues with the guy. I don't know Dejon Paul to be violent or to ever encourage violence against anybody. He just talks. This is a problem. He talks so much trash that he forces people to have to get to a level of violence, because he gets very, very, very disrespectful. And that's also why like he's had to leave certain podcasts and move around here and there. So I'm going to show you guys a clip for where he explains the fight or jumping on his own podcast.
I want to just talk about the jumping thing. So I win the fade, bro goes down, I fall on him, I roll over.
Yeah.
And this thing come with I'm gonna call it a judo kick. I don't know what
out of nowhere.
How y'all feel about the kick?
The Powerpuff kick.
The soccer kick.
The Powerpuff kick.
A soccer
kick?
FIFA.
Yeah. Pele.
Uncoordinated. The first one didn't connect. But yeah, I saw the hate. When I saw the tape, it was hateful. Like you could tell he had been wanting to do it for a very, very long time.
So that's him explaining it on his own podcast. And then this is him explaining it on the podcast that Adam 22 was doing when one of the people on the couch called him.
He spat on me. He spat in my face.
He spit on you.
And yeah, unlike Flacco, when somebody spits on me, I beat their ass. I'm not just gonna
Shout at Flacco. Flacco, you better leave Dejon alone. He say he whooping niggas' ass.
If niggas spit on me, anybody, I don't care if I'm in the White House, a mosque, whatever.
We can tell, Dejon, you be on one. You gotta come.
You
Dejon,
do know.
You gotta calm down though too, bro, so you can be likable. Everybody don't like you, bro. You gotta be likable, man.
I don't care about being liked. I don't care about being liked.
That much is clear.
High school Girl Scouts.
So he says the guy spit on him. And this is where I got to clap it up for Dejon Paul. Listen, you guys should know, like spitting, I've said this before. I don't remember what video I said it in, but I said if I completely justify and would allow it to be legal, if somebody spits on you, you have the right to end their life. That is the level. Oh yeah, it was a little TJ situation when he spit on the security guard. Spitting is just the most disgusting thing you could possibly do to somebody, and disrespectful, of course. And we recently saw another situation with the spitting having to do with Aaron the plumber, which was quite wild. I didn't talk about that, and I will not be talking about that. So Dejon Paul, he gets spit on, he throws hands, he puts the guy down. Now, how does your rap career revive after this? Well, the guy was still an upcoming rapper. I feel like you just got to clip it at this point. Maybe go back to college, community college, maybe consider the military. I think if he's still under 30, I don't know what the upper age limit is for the military, but you got to completely take a different path in life, because if you ever get into another beef with somebody, they're going to be talking about you getting beat up by a fat gay dude. And what are you going to do? Shoot them? Okay, now you're in jail. Your career's over. Try to ignore it, or you're basically the butt of the joke. And then y'all had to jump the guy too. And then you already know he's trying to get the other guy fired. And when he talks about, man, he had a kid and a baby mama, he wasn't thinking about that before he soccer kicked me. And that's a fact. That is completely a fact. So we need to stop with anybody that talks about getting fades. Like Dejon Paul does not talk about fading anybody from what I've seen. And he got down, he got busy, he dropped the guy, and it would have been bad. And then these guys had to jump in. Man, I'm not going to lie, this is some New York activity here, the jumping. I thought LA was better than that. I thought they were more honorable than that. But if Dejon Paul was getting as disrespectful as he was, then maybe they were like, man, screw all the rules. This guy's breaking them. Respect rules. So we're not giving him that fair fade. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Man, I feel like No Jumper has rinsed LA. Like, everybody's worked for them. It's almost like the entire media of LA, music and culture that has come up in the past 5 years has gone through No Jumper at some point, which is just a testament to the way that they've been able to rebrand. Like, jeez. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Go to helloyassine.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.